Greeting once again, Gentleman Jim the tailor in his summer attire.
We don't know if you caught it last time. The last video, Mr. Jim had on a stripe. Was it a striped shirt?
Stripe, yeah.
Striped shirt. I think someone did call you out in the comments. They're like, Mr. Jim, no vest. So he's doing his summer fine switch over, I guess. So there you go. That's a good color though. I do like that color. And it is warm today. I don't know about you guys. It is hot in Savannah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are here today at another episode of the Tailor and The Dressmaker show. Myself and the illustrious Gentleman Jim. Apologies for last week. I had kind of a family health emergency. Some of my family wasn't doing very well. Was in the hospital, but thank God they're doing much better now. Yeah. So we are here, we are talking about something that I know Mr. Jim has a huge passion in his heart about, and likewise, we are going to continue in the vein of talking about troubleshooting in your sewing.
Yeah.
But we are going to switch it over to looking at how to fix ready-to-wear clothing and solve problems with those. Right, Mr. Jim?
That's true. I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of personal calls from people all over the world on troubleshooting. So what we're doing, we're going to show a few things. But what I'm doing for next year is we're going to go out, the team of the Tailor and the Gentleman. We're going to go to different cities where we've had requests to come to.
Oh, Tailor and Dressmaker.
What did I say?
You said the Tailor and the Gentleman. It's okay. I knew what you meant.
Sorry. And the Dressmaker.
I knew exactly what you meant.
And we're going to go there to different cities. And if you have a group or something and you want us to come to your city, drop us a line. Basically what we want to do is, and understand this is very, very important, from your construction end to an alteration end, let's just call it that, an alteration end. Why clothes don't fit where, and how do you get them corrected? Now, I get these calls all the time. A lot of times I can answer them over the telephone, but don't flood me with calls on that.
Please,
because I really do. But there are so many challenges that sewers run into that are really very minor. The challenge that you have is you don't know how to attack it.
That's right.
And get it where it should be.
That's right.
Now, a lot of areas are on blouses or shirts, on shirts. I think I told you guys, there are no shoulder caps, I don't care what size a person is, where the shoulder is as big as they cut them.
That's right.
Same thing, if you buy something like that, or if you make it, you need to first of all check out the size of a shoulder. I don't care how large a person is.
That's right. Their length of their shoulder.
The length of that shoulder cap, this would be right here, is not that big.
That's right.
So the shoulders always what? They always fall off. Well, most of the time when they do this, it's also too big here.
That's right.
So you can't just move this. You have to reshape this area here. A woman or a man is narrower about the first 5 or 6 inches down. Then they get bigger. See? So when
we're talking chest cavity here. A lot of people aren't packing a lot of meat up here.
No,
you can feel your bone right there.
That's
no matter how big you are.
Okay, how big you are.
Your bust doesn't sit up high.
No,
either.
No. See, the chest cavity, what we're talking about is this area here.
That's right.
But all manufacturers do this. They make this area here too big. So when you start taking a shoulder up here, understand where it should fit right, you got to do something with this.
That's right.
So you got to open this up as well and make sure the sleeve falls there so this is nice and smooth.
That's right.
Happens all the time. In the garment industry, like I told you, there are a lot of reasons why a lot of things don't work. As a sewer, you ought to thank them. You ought to thank them.
Especially if you do alterations.
They created an alteration business purposely. You see, all these things when you're sewing something from scratch, you just can't take the pattern that you have, cut it out because it's the size here. You better consider all of this area here. Okay? Now, here's another thing that happens. Now, this is on ladies' garments as well. The neckline. The neckline is always too big. Women don't have big necks.
I don't think I do.
No, none of y'all do. I don't care what size you're. You'd be surprised. Every now and then you're going to find a female with a large neck, but that's rare. It's really rare, see? So now you get all of this area that's too big, see? And in our troubleshooting tour, I'm going to show you how you fix that. You fix that. Sometimes you have to take the collar loose from here to the shoulder seam, but to get it to fit right, you got to pinch the shoulder seam in so the collar fits back on.
So yeah, so this is a ready-to-wear dress. Like you said, say you love this dress, which is really cute. It can be a dress or a tunic, and you want to save it. To your point, if you're a sewer, you got the advantage. And I just want to say this real quick. There's a lot of people say, "Oh, I sew. I don't do alterations," and some of them are really bougie about it. You know who you are? No, I'm joking. But there are some people that detest it, and I got that. You don't want to do alterations. But my point is, there's no way you can be a sewer and not do alterations.
There's no way.
Because you can sew something straight through, but you're always going to have to do some kind of minor little fix.
You're tweaking it.
That's called alterations.
That's what it's called.
So in this case, you like this dress, like Mr. Jim said, it doesn't fit in the neckline. Well, take the collar off. You're a trained sewer, and then go in there and, like you said, pull in, dart the shoulder essentially,
and it pulls the neckline in.
There you go, and then dress saved, and it's not. Don't you hate when the collar's just like hanging back on people? It's not proper, and then collar point is fixed, just like that.
All of these little minor things. See, we're going to feature a lot of that in our tours. It'll be hands-on, so you'll see how to physically do these things and get past the fear of, oh, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
Listen, your biggest key is opening up the area that you have to open up. Sewing it back is quick. And every time you do an alteration, you have to remember one thing. They've already grooved it for you.
That's true too.
They've grooved it for you. The stitch marks will tell you where to put it back.
For the most part, it usually goes back pretty easy.
Right. It can go back easier, believe it or not, than starting from scratch. Because, see, when you start from scratch on a collar area, you got to make sure you get this in the first place. If you alter it, they've already put the marks there for you. You just have to adjust them, see. Another thing is...
Oh, real quick. And then for the people that might have a question about what do you do with the collar afterwards, do you convert yours into a two-piece or you just reshape it?
No, just reshape the tip.
Yeah, just sew it, flip it inside out, and just reshape what you took off.
The area, it's already open.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing it. If it's open, you take the little top stitch out, flip it in.
Inside out.
If you took an inch off, recurve it that inch,
take a half
put it back in.
Really
okay?
simple.
Now, we say things like, oh, it's just that simple. It really is.
But see, that's the point. Like I said, Mr. Jim says, it's like pants fitting in a sense. Most people don't know. They know kind of what needs to be done, but they don't really know the order and what they can or can't do. And once you have those steps in your belt, it's not that problematic. So we definitely want to cover those kind of things in the tour. And, want you to be able to buy stuff and just make quick adjustments to it and not fret about it. You should not be stressed out about that.
So, yeah, all of the above. The second is the height. Most of the time when you have certain things, okay, that are like this, they're already cut in half. It's just a matter of, now you do have to desection it. But once again, the part that you're going to take off, either height-wise, wherever it is, the old holes will tell you where to start.
Exactly.
The bottom part, if you take it off from the top, the bottom part, the holes are there again to tell you where to put it back on to.
And if something like this seems intimidating, what you will find is the more you sew, the more you encounter situations or types of garments like this. So when I look at this, automatically I have two questions. Is this two pieces? Was the top sewn to the bottom? Or is it a one piece with a casing for the string?
Right.
If you work with something like that or made something like that, you'll know automatically, oh, okay. And even if it's a one piece and you want to shorten it, you can make it two pieces.
You can make it two pieces.
And then put the drawstring case and hide the center seam. Really simple. So you do, So it's just alterations or doing things like this is just sewing backwards and using the information that you know.
That's all it is. The key to it, once again, is your straight stitching. Okay? Your opening. If there's a pocket, where and how do you move the pocket? See, a lot of people have trouble. How do I move the pocket?
That's a good question.
Okay? A lot of times they have something, if it's a zipper. How do, you understand? How do I move the zipper? It's simple. If you take the zipper out, it's just like putting another one in. Make your adjustment, put it back. Because a lot of times you don't shorten whatever the zipper is and have too short a zipper. Well, guess what? In order to work on where you're taking the majority of it loose anyway.
Yeah. So don't overthink it.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Just kind of think the basics.
That's it.
And then work your way through. And there's true troubleshooting is making logical, planned steps on how you're going to do something and just thinking of it in reverse.
Again, like we were saying, we want to come out and show you guys all these little things, and it'd be a hands-on sessions, because everybody can't get to us. So we decided that we want to get to enough of you. Now, there won't be big sessions. We really want hands-on, so that you'll understand. But we get a chance to do, because everybody who has one challenge over here, 4 or 5 other people got the same one.
That's right.
So
we want to eliminate challenges.
Yeah, they're going to bring in the things that go wrong, and when we go over, it's for all you guys will get a chance to see how we do this, and we'll all do them so that we can see how they're done. This is kind of our little mini tours we're going to start, you know. They'll never be too big because, like I say, you can't get to for so many people and it be effective. And I know if we come to your city and 10 of you guys want to come in, because they're going to be limited now. There won't be no thousands of people or hundreds of people up there. It'll be small groups. So that you guys can we can all do it in the time allotted, and everybody get a chance to do something like that and show something like that. So y'all stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
And actually, that's a good point. And I think for maybe the rest of July, wait, where are we at? Good Lord.
End of July,
Jesus,
almost August.
How about that? Maybe for August, do you want to, so we have 4 shows in August, maybe we can make those troubleshooting shows? So you guys send in your topics.
You send in your topics.
Post them below.
And we can briefly go over and show you. Now,
demonstration time.
It won't be totally in-depth.
Depends on
what it is. Depends on what it is. We'll show you what we're talking about.
That's right.
Once again, Gentleman Jim here, the tailor.
Victoria Baylor, the dressmaker. Remember, you can take anything you buy, transform it, create it, use alterations. Doesn't have to be that complicated.
It really doesn't.
That's right. You got the skills. And remember, August upcoming is our troubleshooting month. So send in those troubleshooting issues, and we're going to show you resolutions to them all month long.
Absolutely.
Signing out. Love you guys. Use your God-given talents. You know how to do that. And
there you go.
Have a great week.
All right.
Bye
Bye for now.